Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Shikenu, Jehovah Rapha, never change. You spoke and all came to me, maker of the universe, Holy God of Sinai, never change. Yes, Lord, you never change, never change, never change. Holy Lion of Zion, never change. Lord, I lift your name on high, never change. Yes, I lift your name higher, never change. Over the names, never change. You were there before the word was made, never change. You were there before the change, never change. But as old as you are, Lord, never change, never change, never change. Holy Lion of Zion, never change. Lord, I lift your name, never change. Yes, I lift your name high, never change. Over the names, never change. You were there before the word was made, never change. You were there before the change, never change. But as old as you are, Lord, never change, never change, never change. Why do you cry? God has not forgotten you. Every word is spoke concerning you must surely come to pass, for his word shall never return until he has done what it is sent to do. Sometimes in your life you feel all hope is gone, and it seems no one cares, and you are left alone to die. Do you remember what he said way back in his word, that when your mother and your father turn their backs on you, then I, the Lord, will take you and take good care of you? For my Lord remains the same, he never changes, he never. Holy Lion of Zion, never change. Lord, I lift your name, never change. Yes, I lift your name higher, never change. Over the name, never change. You were there before the word was made, you never change. You were there before the change, never change. But as old as you are, Lord, never change, never change, never change. Holy Lion of Zion, never change. Lord, I lift your name, never change. Yes, I lift your name high, never change. Over the names, never change. You were there before the word was made, never change. You were there before the change, never change. But as old as you are, never change, never change, never change. Oh, Jehovah, yeah, I lift your name higher. Hallelujah, you never change, you never change, you never change. Stretch out the change, never change. You never change, never change, never change, never change, never change. Hallelujah, you never change, never change, never change.